women benefited. The Republican Party, obviously, a great benefit to the Republican Party. But most importantly, the idea of what we can be has been expanded because of the life of Frederick Douglass, because of the times that he lived, because of the conviction he had to challenge the things that he found inappropriate, inconsistent, and immoral. Our country has been restored. Healing and restoration has been a part of the power of the dream of Frederick Douglass, part of the power of the activities of Frederick Douglass. Our lives, our nation, and our world transformed because indeed, in America, one man, born a slave, can change the destination of the greatest nation on God's green earth. Without the key components to the definition of liberty, no man, even a freedman, is truly free.
Free at last, free at last, free from the world and all its sins. Free, free at last, free at last. I've been to the top of the mountain. Hatred had me bound, had me tied down, had me turned around, couldn't find my way. Then you walked with me and you set my spirit free, took me and my family down that long highway. Free at last, free at last, free from the world and all its sins. Free at last, free at last. I've been to the top of the mountain. I will never forget when the voices called. I will never forget how the night did fall. I will never forget when you rose to the call. You lived and loved and sang and preached and died for us all. Free at last, free at last, free from the world and all its sins. Free at last, free at last. I've been to the top of the mountain. Free at last, free at last, free from the world and all its sins. Free at last, free at last. I've been to the top of the mountain. Free at last, free at last, free from the world and all its sins. Free at last, free at last. I've been to the top of the mountain.
If I think of my life as a class and what I've really learned, I've learned a few things. First, I'm aware that I'm a child of God. It's such an amazing understanding to think that the it, which made fleas and mountains and rivers and stars, made me. What I prayed for is humility, to know that there is something greater than I. Then I have to know that the brute, the bigot, and the batterer are all children of God, whether they know it or not. and I'm supposed to treat them accordingly. And it's hard, and I blow it all the time.
Mongrel class of people.
I'd like everybody to think of a statement by Terence. The statement is, I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. If you can internalize the least portion of that, you will never be able to say of an act, a criminal act, or I couldn't do that. No matter how heinous the crime, if a human being did it, you have to say, I have in me all the components that are in her or in him. I intend to use my energies constructively as opposed to destructively. If you can do that about the negative, just think what you can do about the positive. If a human being dreams a great dream, dares to love somebody, if a human being dares to be Martin King or Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa or Malcolm X, if a human being dares to be bigger than the condition into which she or he was born, it means so can you. And so you can try to stretch yourself. So you can internalize, homo sum, humani nihil me alienum puto. I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. That's one thing I'm learning.
Fire burns within your soul for all the world to see. You bear the pain and try to hold your truth to set you free.
And when it feels too hard to just go on, find a place within you and be strong. 'Cause we hear your voice, we hear your cries. You're not alone, forever shine your light.
Skies are raining red today, all eyes are holding tail.
And though we stand the world away,
Your peace remains unreal.
matters not the color of your face. We are one, we are the human race. We hear your voice, we hear your cries. You're not alone, forever shine your light. We hear your voice, we hear your cries. You're not alone, forever shine your light. Come on, people of the world, no ocean is too wide. Hearts can meet as one when our souls are side by side. It matters not the color of your face. We are one, we are the human race.
We'll be your voice, we'll be your cry. You're not alone, forever shine your light.
Shine your light.
J'entends ta voix.
Shalom.
سلام صلح انت مش لوحدك
אתה לא לבד. Y no estás solo.
ما صدای تو رو میشنویم
كنسمعوا صوتك
مش تاثیر ژغ او روح حاصل یوازی نیست تو تنها نیستی.
Come on, people of the world. No ocean is too wide. Hearts can beat as one. When our souls are side by side, it matters not the color of your face. We are one. We are one. We are one. We are the human race. We'll be your voice. We'll be your voice. You're not alone. Forever shine your light. We hear your voice. We hear your cries. You're not alone. Forever shine your light. We hear your voice. We hear your cries. You're not alone. Forever shine your light. Shine your light.
Hello, my name is Flo Smith, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress in Florida's 5th District. My job this fall is to retire Corinne Brown, with your help, of course. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up poor and on government assistance, and despite my financial hardships, I was determined to succeed. I graduated from Reebok High School and went on later as an adult to earn my bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Phoenix. I believe in the life-empowering values of Frederick Douglass, which are protect our Constitution, protect life, individual responsibility, and limited government. With regards to the Constitution, I believe we should uphold and defend our Constitution. On the other hand, Corinne Brown wants to challenge our constitutional rights. For an example, your right to bear arms and your right to privacy. We cannot allow this to continue. Another concern of mine is our tax code. Corinne Brown will tell you that everything's okay and that there's no problem with our tax code, but we all know that it needs serious reform. Right now, it's discouraging us from working, saving, and it hinders productivity. I believe a new tax plan will fix these problems. Now, we can all agree that our nation enjoys its freedom only because of the sacrifices of our military. But how does Corinne Brown show her appreciation? By voting to cut military spending and disregarding the horrific problems with the VA. I will vote to properly fund our military so that we can continue to have a strong national defense. And I will promote employment opportunities for all of our service veterans. They deserve our ongoing support. Now let's talk about Obamacare. I can hear your sighs and I can feel your pain. Obamacare puts the healthcare system on the wrong track. It expands the role of government. It intrudes on our economy. And guess who supports this? Yours truly, Corinne Brown. On the other hand, imagine the possibilities of empowering patients, reducing costs, allowing the purchase of insurance across state lines, and covering people with pre-existing conditions. We must unite behind a Republican-led effort to repeal, replace, and defund Obamacare. And finally, it's no secret that our federal spending is out of control, and it's due to grow at even a faster rate. The deficit is burdening Americans and is putting massive debts on the back of the next generation. Unlike Corinne Brown, I will vote to cut our current future spending. And one avenue of doing this is to reduce the government agencies without touching military spending, and to reform the entitlement programs. And I want to accomplish this without raising taxes. And now to bring